The team we played, Point Loma, is better than the team you saw, and I think we wore them down with our size, depth, and athleticism. They came in here 2 years ago. It was 35-30 at half, and it was a very, very close game for almost 3/4 of the game. So we did a lot of things that I like. They're hard to guard with what they run in the half court, and I thought we did a nice job of making it difficult most of the time for them to get clean looks. Our thought was hard threes, or hard twos. Skyler did what Skyler does. He did a great job of not just blocking shots, but he did a great job of changing after he blocked one or two. He was credited, I see, for 3 blocks, but he had at least that many, if not more, that he changed arcs of as a result of the blocks that he had before. So good for us to play somebody else. I really like our team. We play with no agenda. We play unselfishly, and it's spearheaded by the older guys. JJ is a 5th-year senior. Winston is a junior. You have to be willing to say, I'm going to give some minutes, I'm going to give some time, and I'm going to be better because of it. And we are going to be better. So that's what we hope we can continue to do. I don't know that we'll wholesale substitute, but we've got a lot of guys that we think can play, and we're going to give them opportunities to play. So I'm pleased with what we saw tonight.
Coach, this was the first game that your freshmen, kind of had the big crowd around them, got the big noise. It wasn't like the scrimmage against Stanford where it was not many people there. What did you think of their performance in kind of the spotlight?
I thought our freshmen were pretty good. They're better than they showed tonight. I thought maybe at times they tried too hard to do exactly what the book said rather than just go play. And I think that negated a little bit of their intelligence and even quickness. But I like both of them. They're both very good players.
Coach, we saw a variation of different lineups all throughout the night, but I don't think we saw at any point where there wasn't a traditional point guard on the floor, whether it's Williams, Kell, or Zabo. Is that something that you're trying to avoid? Is that something that we won't really see throughout the season, maybe with JJ or even Winston bringing the ball to the floor?
Well, we went 3 deep, and for about 10 years we've gone 1 deep. So, I think both of them can handle the ball and make decisions, and I think you saw that in the half court. So you'll see them bring the ball up some. We push the ball if we get rebounds and kick it ahead. So.
Coach, what's the injury updates on AQ and Matt?
AQ hurt his knee, and he doesn't know for sure. He said he thought he bumped knees on Monday. I didn't even know it. And then Tuesday, towards the end of practice, he started limping around, and I pulled him out, and then he came back and tried to practice Thursday. He said he was feeling good, and hit it again. So I'm a little concerned on him. We've had Dr. Bear and our trainers have looked at him. They don't think anything needs to be done further in terms of MRI, at least at this stage. So I'm hopeful that he'll be back and ready to go on Monday. Matt took a hard fall, as we saw, and was right on his left elbow, and he's got a lot of swelling in it and stiffness. So we'll evaluate, look at him, and I'm sure they'll make a decision tomorrow. Do we take it over and probably x-ray it first and go from there? So hopefully he'll be all right, but it hurts right now. Anything for these two guys?
Yeah, Winston, obviously good numbers tonight, 16-10. The thing that I think I noticed the most was that you seemed really in control of your game the entire night. Was that something you were focusing on going into this, or focused on the offseason, or something? You just seemed like you were in control more than usual.
Absolutely. I'm a junior now, and I have to be. We got a lot of good players on this team, So puts a good kind of pressure on me. So I think I have to play like that, and hopefully I can always be in control.
If anything, did you learn about your team you didn't know?
Just, like last year, we had a group that worked hard no matter what. And through practices, I've known that, but, come game time, it might be something different, but they kind of show me tonight that we all have that same grit, or that same work ethic.
How talented do you think the new guys are?
Very talented. Trey and Zabo are great, and they've done great so far. And if Malik and Zali can get healthy too, then we're gonna have a great freshman class, do great things this year. But like Coach said, even what they showed tonight isn't even what they really are. So they're very talented.
You guys had a big run at the end of the first half, in the second half. It was almost coincided directly with the hard foul on that. It seemed like that almost woke you up and energized you a little bit. Just talk about that, and you guys realized it was a close game at that point. Realized you guys were in.
Well, Matt took a hard fall. I think everybody was a little nervous when we saw it, but I think we were up from the jump. I think that play might have highlighted it and brought it more to you guys' eyes, but I thought we did a great job all night.
This is for either of the players. Two guys tonight have their names, echoed throughout the stadium for the first time in the starting lineup. Trey Kell and Dwayne Foley. Were they stoked? Like, what was their reaction going into it?
I think they were excited. Dwayne, it's been a long time coming, so I definitely think he was excited. Everybody tries to keep a level head, before the game. I mean, I would be excited if it was my first time hearing my name too, so I think they were both excited.
What do you look forward to kind of learning about the team, this week going over the next, you got a pretty tough schedule and you're going to be playing better teams. What do you think you'll learn over the next few weeks or a month before conference?
I want to learn, and I think I will learn, is how we're going to do against, ranked teams, good teams when we're facing, really, really good competition. When, our athleticism and our talent might not win us a lot of, all of our games. So when it comes down to, playing the game, how are we going to do? And I think we're going to do fine, but we still haven't seen that yet.
Listen, you guys have handled every expectation since you've been here. Does this feel the same as any other year?
Trying to approach it like that. It's a lot different feel from last year when everybody was predicting us to be 4th or 5th in the league. But I think that really falls on me and JJ's shoulder. We try to lead the team and not really worry about the expectations and just try to come to practice with our hard hats and work hard every day and set a good example.
As far as the two freshmen go, they didn't look like they had too much, first game jitters. Were there any points throughout the game that either of you two had to remind them of a player or a position on the floor?
I think they were fine. I didn't have to remind them of anything tonight.
Those guys are good.
Games last year in the same fashion. Didn't shoot great in the river and didn't make a free all night, but we're relentless on the boards and played unbelievably tight defense. Their coaches said those guys are good defensively. Is that just staples of the program now, and that's just sort of the identity of this program, whether it's last year's team or this year's team?
I definitely think so. What's great about our team is, everybody knows that if they don't play defense, that they aren't going to play, because our team is usually so deep with guys who are going to come in and play defense. So, it's ingrained in everybody that if you're not going to defend, then you're not going to play. So that's kind of our thing, and defense is something that you can control. You can't always control if the ball goes in the basket, and so no matter what, our defense is going to be on point.
Not too bad for second year. Ever since you came, you guys have been doing well for pressure. You guys did a lot tonight. Do you feel like defensively, full court wise, you guys have been better than you were last year? There's young guys up in the front and whatnot, but you look pretty good tonight. You guys did the same.
Absolutely. I'm sure we're going to watch film tomorrow and see a lot of things that we can get better at. And our press, I think we have to get better at rotating, and probably at least a handful of steals, more steals that we could have got, just being in the right spot and rotating. So I definitely think our press and half-court defense could get a lot better.
You feel like that's going to grow chemistry that you guys
Absolutely, but I don't think it just falls on the younger guys' shoulders. It falls on everybody, so everybody from the young guys all the way up to JJ, we have to just continue to get better.